can't even fucking see, dude. It's so fucking bright, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Olight has agreed to send me a unit for field testing and evaluation, of course. Their new PL-2RL, which stands for the red laser, of course. I've been eyeballing Olight products for a long time, but I've been kind of particular with my lights, and I've been stuck on the Streamlight TLR-1 and TLR-2s for years. I've not had any problems with them, even though there's some quirks about them that I don't particularly like compared to other lights. Olight got in contact with me and agreed to send this unit out, like I said, for field testing and evaluation. And I have to say that later in this video, you will see this little unit here has been nothing but flawless. I will say that after playing with it for over a week and a half, or maybe a week or some change, something like that, that I've had it, that my opinion of these lights have completely changed. And they have surpassed my expectations, especially when comparing it to a Streamlight TLR-2 or TLR-1 HL. This output is a blistering 1200 freaking lumens. You've got two modes from 400 to 1200, and then you have strobe and as well as the red laser. Just one thing is, if they came out with this in a green laser, that would be badass. But the red laser actually seems a little bit more clear than some of the competitors. Just a slight bit, especially at a longer range, if you shine it against a white wall. Anyways, so I have some links that they have sent me. It's in the description below. They're having a mega sale. Also, October the 29th, you'll be able to get a 35% discount. Click the link below. There's two links, so click them, check them out, and let's get on with the video.
Charge has been set.
Everybody's always showing you what the light looks like from behind the light, but rarely does anybody show you what it looks like when you're getting hit with the light. So hopefully that was a good representation. That was out to 125 yards. You know, I did it, the first flash of light, well, I think was at 25, then 50, and I think we're 100 or so, 125 yards away. But anyways, within a 125 yard radius, you definitely are getting freaking strobed. Like, the camera doesn't do it justice. That's just a little bit of a representation. In real life, if you're getting hit with 1400 lumen strobe, even at 125 yards away, it's still pretty freaking disorientating. You know what I'm talking about? But hopefully that gave you a little bit of perspective. Up first, TLR-1 HL. Here we go. My targets are over there. Turn my light on first, of course. Okay, so we're exactly probably about 15, possibly 20 yards away. So if I miss, you have to forgive me because I'm one-handed. Alright, so here we go. You have to forgive. And now for the Olight PL-2RL. Alright, here we go with the Olight. Same distance. One-handed, of course. Alright, so the biggest complaint that I've had with the TLR HL, let me set this out to the side, is the way you open the battery compartment. It has been a pain in the ass over the years on the various models, but the body shape has been the same. So let me show you what I'm talking about. First, you got to come up here and open the latch, and then this pops out. But you're not done yet. You're going to have to finagle this a little bit. So with a little bit of finagling, it comes open like that. And then you have this bent piece of sheet metal kind of holding everything in place. Okay, I've always kind of felt that was a little bit of a cheap mechanism in order to keep it closed, and it's worked over the years. It's just I just really dislike that the way that comes loose. And then there's the 1, 2, 3 batteries on the inside. Okay, so putting this situation back together again after you replace your batteries, you put this little lip into this little crevice. And you're not done yet. You got to flip this sucker back this way and pry, boom. Okay, you're back in. I've always disliked that. The second thing I've disliked even more is the way it mounts. So you have this torture device that's mainly tortures your fingers and your thumbs. So you have this Glock here. Let me just angle this up a little bit. You have this Glock here. And you're like, oh, I'm going to install it on the rail. So you're going to come over here and install it on the rail. Okay, so it's on there, but it's not on there all the way yet. So then you got to spin this little sucker a bunch. Okay, look how long it's taken. So I got to spin this on, and then it gets snug. And then you're like, oh, God. And if you go too much, when it heats up and you try to take it off, it's like if you don't got a penny or a knife or something to jam in there, it don't feel too good. I've always disliked this. And then you can see people will scratch it up, and it looks this one little area on here looks like it's made out of cast iron or pot metal. So, damn, you tighten it up, and then you don't want to over tighten it. That's always been another big complaint that I've had about this particular weapons mounted light, is the way that it freaking mounts to the gun. As you can see, the mechanism on the inside, the way it works. Now, Olight has came about and addressed these issues. First of all, the way that the batteries come out, I love it. So similar to the HL model over there, you push this up like this. This little latch here, it just basically says pull up. You pull it up, and then the whole thing just undoes like that. That simple. There's nothing else extra to do. And to put it back together, you literally put it down like this. You flip, oops, turned it on. You basically pull this little tab up like this, and then you just freaking close it. Just like this. It's still brand new, so you have to, there you go. Just like this, push it in, and then it's like this. Watch. Oh, look how easy that was. It just literally just goes up, hold it down, push it down. There's no, sheet metal or anything in there that's dangling, or it basically just pivots up. You put your batteries in, pivots back down, and it's held in place equally, if not more superior than this TLR-1 HL. And the way it mounts is superior as well. Okay, so this torture device for your fingers versus the quick detach. So you basically flip this open like that. Okay, and I'll show you with it closed, kind of like how it works on the inside. So you see how you push this and it slides open, similar to the way this one works, like that. Except this has a flip situation, the quick detach, quick attach. This is the best thing since sliced bread. So when you go to mount it up on your handgun, like this, you simply just come up to the rail. Okay, so you come up to the rail like you're gonna put it on. Okay, so it's technically on right now, and all you have to do is just simply 1, 2, 3, ABC. Oh, look at there, it's on. Literally, it's on that quick. No finger, no torquing, no fingers getting murdered on the tips. That right there, baby, is freaking a superior way of mounting. Okay? Now, a lot of people, let me go ahead and take it off and address another thing that people will complain or not complain about, is that on the TLR, on the Streamlight, that the switches, if you can see these switches here, the switches poke further out. Some people do not like reaching up there and flicking stuff, and some people don't like pushing buttons. So this purely is preference at this point. So whether you like to stick your finger forward and push down, or whether you like sticking your finger forward and pushing a button, it's completely up to you. The only thing I don't like about this situation is that this over time can get kind of wobbly and wiggly. Okay? I had an older model TLR-1 that wasn't an HL, and I had it mounted on an AR-15, and I had dropped it on the concrete like this. Boom! And it hit the edge of this and basically made it like so small, like almost like it was like somebody cut it in half, like it just murdered the polymer like up to there. So that's something I didn't like, but that just happened to me. And another, like I said earlier, is it just kind of feels a little wiggly. That may or may not be an issue for some people, but that's just the differences. So at the end of the day, what are my thoughts about the way that they're designed? Is, for one, the Olight is superior in the way that you mount it. Okay? When it comes to mounting to your gun, that's factual evidence. You're not having to sit there and murder your fingertips. The way you change the batteries on these units is superior with the Olight. Okay? And it's up to preference, in my opinion, whether you like the toggle switch or you like the actual push button switch. Okay? That's just pure preference. Oh, you know where this is going. Oh, yeah. You have epilepsy. This is going to fuck your eyes and cause you to have a bad day. I bring him outside just so I could see the lights. And I tell you what, this is a sight to see. Dude, and this is kind of hurting my eyes. It's not coming over the camera, but this is actually kind of hurting my freaking eyes. The Olight really is pretty fucking bright. Like, to look at it directly, not looking with the phone camera that I'm recording in, is pretty fucking bright. I mean, it's really freaking bright. But I just brung him out here to sit on the trampoline while I smoke my square. And it's really cool to see this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we're fresh out of the freaking water. As you can see, it's still got a lot of water in there. And I have to say, I'm impressed, thoroughly impressed with the Olight. It's up there with the TLR. And in my honest opinion, it did damn good. I mean, I am highly impressed with the Olight. Extremely. I can't say that enough. Let's try something else. Alright, so now, this is what it looks like mounted to the P90. Oh my. See that laser? Exactly where it needs to be. Fucking exactly. Let's see what we can hit. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what we can hit. Now that is what I am talking about. This little light actually balances out the the whole gun shooting. Like it's pretty good. Let's try a few more shots here. Oh, we're gonna shoot some in the dirt. Pretty good, I approve. It's kind of hot. It's really kind of... 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2.